We're back to Stursdorf now. Yeah, now the players for today. Everyone give 5 or 6 claps for Aimstrong, who's actually playing under the account of Saiwanman. Also producing a lot of engineers. So this tournament so far has a lot of allied players churning out like 3 or 4 engineers at the start of the game. Barracks is going to be built on the 2nd engineers there. Let's not forget Aimstrong's opponent, LuckySTILET, who doesn't look like himself. Now, if you're wondering about how I got some of the pictures for this tournament, some players didn't kind of give me any pictures of themselves. Some players I couldn't get in touch with at all. They didn't reply. So that explains why Marinez, his face is just like a blob. He doesn't actually look like that, I promise you. Not at all. Oh god, I hope he doesn't see this now. But I added, it was his webcam. I took a picture of his webcam, and then I realized that it's very blurry, and it's probably not the best angle. It was like an angle like that, and I just said, like, I'll just make this even more harder to see, and I added a big blur on it as well, so it's, you can't really make out any details of his face. So I'm sorry that had to happen, Marinez. As for LuckySTILET, though, couldn't get in contact with him, so I just typed in LuckySTILET guy, and I got an image there. So he looks fairly attractive, but that's not him. That's totally not him at all. In any case, what the hell was that? I just saw some dirt kicked off the ground there. So, in the last few games of Stursdorf, we had between Lolly and Siberian. Lolly got his ass not just whooped, but whipped and then creamed and then stirred and then fried. I don't know what kind of Scottish meal this is, but I'm sure Scottish people right now are like, is it battered? Is it battered? I want to batter it. No, let's not insult or offend the Scots. The Scots are very good guys. In many ways, actually, their education is somewhat free. Much more free than our English education. So those guys are actually really, really cool. I like Scotland. I would actually like to move to Scotland because the weather, the climate is much more suited for me. Like, that's where I would hibernate. I like cold weather. I like rain. And it's nice and high up, so there's no chance of me drowning. So, good stuff for Scotland for me. Maybe one day, hey. As for this game, though, which has nothing to do with Scotland, this map located somewhere in a base or something. Oh, crap. My mouse. My crappy mouse. Oh, yeah, by the way, thanks, guys, for the donations. Because I've now managed to buy myself a new 3 terabyte hard drive. So, thanks everyone for the donations. You guys know who you are, and I've spoken to you on Steam. You guys have added me on Steam. You were like, can I donate? Can you donate? Blah, 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 blah. That's good stuff. I'm not going to put my donation. I've begged enough already for this game, but maybe next time. So now I can really, really get to producing these videos much easier. I don't have to worry about editing absolutely everything and getting rid of it. I can just freaking record when I want to go. It's so awesome. I love it. So again, I just want to, I really want to say thank you for that. Right, getting back to the game now. LuckySTILET. He's got his Pioneer squad with a flamethrower upgraded, but this seems like a fairly bad engagement for him to go into. We got heavy covered there, and against 2 rifleman squads as well. We're heavily outnumbered and outgunned. I see. Maybe these guys are planting some mine munitions. They are. If anyone steps on that, they're going to have a very sore foot in the morning. Unhappy, very not fond memories. But in the meantime, as well, LuckySTILET is not neglecting the right. In the last few games, we saw both Wehrmacht players tend to choose one or the other. Like, they wouldn't split up. They would focus heavily on either the left or the right. The right contains a lot of good stuff on it. Ooh, he is burning this point. I guess he was looking out for a mine there. He thought that perhaps there was deadly stuff there. Very safe play, very cautious. LuckySTILET, I'm loving it. He's got a sniper out as well, picking off one of the engineers and the rifleman. They get behind the building, though. You can see, though, by separating his forces, LuckySTILET is not going to be able to win these battles so easily unless he is in the correct position. Getting behind his heavy cover, though, is going to increase the amount of damage that the flamethrower does to him. So, we are focusing that flamethrower first of all. That unit has to go down, but LuckySTILET doesn't want to stick around here for too long. Aimstrong very well in this engagement. His left-hand side, though, not doing so well. He's actually bringing all of his units to the right-hand side. Lots and lots of riflemen charging around here, trying to kill some of these guys on retreat. And now he's going to take some of the valuable points right next door to the Wehrmacht base. Interesting stuff. We have 2 snipers, which is even more interesting stuff to happen. Ooh, almost obliterating a rifleman squad. These guys... they get away. But with 4 less guys than normal. Nice to see that Aimstrong is coming back for this fuel point, though. He really wants to make sure that LuckySTILET is not going to have access to the higher technology stuff. Excuse me whilst I itch my foot. It's a rhyme, but I'm not a rapper. I'm just some guy in a mad hat. You see, sometimes we have fun on Inuki TV. Double snipers coming around for a flank on the rifleman squad. This is not going to be a pretty retreat path for Aimstrong's rifleman squad. He could perhaps run through this way, but the longer he leaves this, the worse it's going to be. We've got a rifleman squad actually coming around on the rear-hand side of the snipers, and now he's closing in on the snipers. Oh, he so wants to kill them. It's not going to happen, though. There's too much deadly stuff here. So the snipers, will he get lucky on a second shot? No, the second shot misses. He doesn't take a casualty with him. The MG sets up, though, and fires a hail of arrows right into the back of the soldiers. So, these 2 players seem to have pretty strong micro. Much stronger than... I don't want to say it. I don't want to be mean to Marinas. Marinas kicks my ass. But yes. This is going to be many more entertainings than the previous game. I'm sorry I had to upload that. I'm sorry I couldn't have condensed that game down any more than it was. But that's perhaps, maybe why there wasn't some multicams. I feel that maybe the multicams might give it away. If it's too short of a game, it's kind of worthless doing the multicams. But try not to spoil yourself anyway by looking at the duration of the video. Ooh, I hate doing that myself. I managed to do it when Harlequin was doing it. I managed to not look at the duration of the video. They should really have a spoiler thing on YouTube where you can turn that off of a series. You see, every time, and sometime, Inuki has a great... Got a recon run. Spoil my epic story. Yeah, every time I come up with some good ideas. And then it just gets long forgotten. But that was an amazing idea right there. We should totally have that on YouTube. The recon run, I don't know why it dug down. I don't know, that was totally unnecessary for it to do that. But the recon run charged across the middle of the map and gained... I guess it was looking around for the snipers, the 2 snipers. And perhaps, do we have a weapon support out? Yes, we do. That makes sense. So he was going for the counter snipe. We must have a sniper around here. We do. There he is. No kills, though. So I think LuckySTILET will probably realize, and that's maybe why he's got a bike out at the moment, that recon run was to look out for these snipers and go for the counter snipe. So he's gone for a bike to try and look out for their enemy sniper. And a mine has been hit. Where? There it is. There it is. Mine hit. LuckySTILET's mine doing a lot of damage to this flamethrower engineer, but he manages just to get away with a scrape of life. It's a good job he ate that chicken before he left base, otherwise he would have been long gone, because everyone knows chicken gives you health. The double snipers, though, staying very, very close to the bike, so at least if one of the snipers does die, the bike can charge in, find that sniper, and maybe we can get a counter snipe on it. But most likely, what will happen if that event does occur, Aimstrong will just instantly retreat his sniper. Oh, hell yeah! We got a half-track out here, which means there is a Creek barracks. We also have a Comcraft Centaur. So what will we be vetting up first? We should perhaps vet up our infantry just to get that passive regeneration ability. It's always nice to have. Bars just instantly popped up from Aimstrong. It's a shame we didn't have a sticky in this situation because this half-track is surrounded by wonderful units capable of throwing bombs which stick to the side of armor. However, that does happen. They're not like the sticky grenades from Halo, I can tell you that for sure. We're going to try and burn the half-track, burn the engine, burn him. And the sniper is here as well. Do we have our own snipers? Yes, we have our own snipers here too. So I think maybe this could... Recon run, recon one. No recon run because we don't have any units in front of this to protect the sniper. But oh, he does know the snipers from LuckySTILET have revealed themselves. But now sniper Simon's Aimstrong's. Oh, I'm going to cough here right now. I need to take a drink of water. This is the third game I've casted for tonight. Blah 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 blah. Does this guy ever shut up? Is some guy that's someone commented. Unfortunately, I do not because I'm just one guy. It's just one guy. Okay, I'm like the Solid Snake of commentary at the moment. Bisto.
We're losing ground out there.
There's something going down on the right-hand side of the map. So yeah, when there's only me to talk, you're only going to hear me. It's mathematically completely sound, but that's if you can do that. So we do have the Vet 1 up on support units. Where is one of our Volk squads? We have Vet 1 on our Volks as well, so good stuff there from LuckySTILET. It's going to be a nice infantry battle occurring for some time to come. That's my favorite types of battles. In goes the flamethrowers, out goes the flamethrowers. The MP40s have been upgraded, which can hold their ground against bars if they get in very, very close, and the bars aren't in any heavy cover. We just missed the bottom half of that mine, but it looked epic anyway. Oh, we have lots of MP40s out here from LuckySTILET. It's looking good. I like it. I like it very, very much. Oh, we're getting a supply yard coming down. It seems like it was being built beforehand and then we kind of skipped out on it. Snipers firing. Oh, almost finishing off that rifleman squad. If only there was a unit out here just to finish them off. Maybe the half-track. The half-track is coming in here. It is loaded with a Pioneer squad just to utilize the MGs on the front and rear of it, but that's not going to do a lot of damage. It's pretty weak in terms of firepower. It just doesn't seem to kill units. It can eventually suppress. It can eventually lead to suppression. That's good stuff. We've got a strafing run out here now as well, so maybe we'll see if there is an opportunity to strafe. This looks like not too bad, but honestly, I'd wait with the strafes. Get a nice sound target, because your first strafe is going to be the most important strafe. That's like... Oh, here it comes. We got a recon run. He sees. There we go. That looks like a good strafe to me. No, there we go. 19 XP for that sniper. So one sniper and 3 Volks. It's not the best strafe I've ever seen, but I think it's a pretty okay strafe. Taking out one of those snipers is a good deal. Some Volks as well is a good deal. There's no units really here to capitalize on that. We got our 1 sniper, 1 rifleman, 2 bars actually. Each rifleman squad has 2 bars when they are upgraded with it. A half-track, what does it want to do? There's barely any infantry around here, just a Pioneer squad. They're about to lose though to that flamethrower squad. Perhaps. I don't know, it's going to be a difficult battle. They can't seem to see each other from this distance, however, and an unusual circumstance there. Our Volks have got the heavy brickery cover, except this guy, who is, I don't know, some kind of robot. He doesn't... He's evidently malfunctioned. Malnutritioned robot. That can only be seen as some sort of metaphor, surely. Stepping on a mine, Aimstrong has... Oh no, that sounds to me, yeah, Stu-42. What else would create a huge explosion this large? But we do have stickers here. Will we get lucky and immobilize it? No, we will just damage the engine, which is okay. That's fine. We do need ourselves a motor pool. No, we're going to go straight up to a tank factory. That's good stuff as well. We could do some with tank destroyers. Tank destroyers are excellent against Stu-42s. If that's all you've got to deal with and there's no grenadiers on the field, you should perhaps invest in just 1 or 2 grenadier squads so we can get some Panzerschrecks on the field defending some of these units that are more prone to tanks, so to say, because they don't have the rotational turret. So units with mobility easily outmaneuver them, and there is sufficiently openly space around here. Nice line of sight blockers as well for the M10s and M18 Hellcats to drive around. And we have seen that. We have seen players in the previous games use those buildings to block line of sight, especially with infantry early on in the game as well. What the hell was that? I don't know. MP40s could honestly charge up here. Like, they're staying in light cover, but these guys weren't in the best position, and they're having to retreat through you as well. The chase is ever so slightly late. No worries, though. MG42 on the left-hand side. Hey, we've got some fire down here. I guess someone was being burned to a crisp. Oh, how many kills has this sniper got? 5 kills! Maybe it's a new sniper. I believe it isn't, though. It's just not had the opportunity. It's waiting for a chance to take the counter-snipe against this guy here. Currently with 16 kills, he's doing a much, much better job than the enemy sniper, and a much better job than the sniper that cowardly died to the strafing run early on in the game. It's 242... Is it just... I think it feels that there might be a Lego brick here. Nobody wants to step on a Lego brick. No way. That crap hurts. Or plugs. Plugs hurt as well. I think plugs are worse. I remember someone... they said they stepped on a plug and it went straight through their foot.
Germans are seizing territory.
That is probably making some people at home, like me, relatively queasy. Not good stuff at all. Airborne, by the way. I want to see some airborne. I think I've seen one airborne squad with a recoilless rifle so far in this tournament. Maybe that was a different game. But airborne are awesome. It's got to be my favorite unit of the game. They're a bit crummy against infantry, but against tanks, they're wow. Dude, they are so effective against tanks. Especially...
Casualties being reported.
Ooh. Well, that is definitely one way to get out of debt. Hey, he's got an ammo pack on his back. Hey, strafing run. Maybe in effect. No strafing run. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you can get some sticky grenades and immobilize a unit, or slow down, like you can do it with the Tiger, you can do it with the King Tiger. Those are really, really slow, but you can. If you damage the engine enough, it is so slow that it will not be able to dodge a satchel charge, and they do quite a large amount of damage to tanks if they're right on top of them. So that was my favorite thing to do in Company of Heroes. We have a Sherman out here. It's an interesting decision. I would have preferred a tank destroyer just to outmaneuver the Stu-42, but hey, let's go! Let's see what you can do, Aimstrong. How is this going to change the game in your favor? Currently the points, 378 to Aimstrong. He is in the lead, but ticking down with the least amount of victory points in his possession at the moment. 301 for his opponent, LuckySTILET. With the Stu-42, the most significant unit on the battlefield as currently. Again, both players seem to be very cautious about these mines. They're like, is there a mine here? I don't know. Let's burn it. Is there a mine on your face? I don't know. Let's chop your face off and burn it. Overly cautious. I don't know. Maybe these guys work for health and safety, and they know how it goes. Oh, yes. Look at the long-range grenades. They throw so far. It's so... cheat! Many K-hats there. Sherman on the right-hand side, though. Surely going to invoke a response from a Pak-38. Yeah, it moves up. It's going to continue to move up. Some guy is screaming his head off, though. Who we got inside this building? It is a flamethrower squad. They are doing a tremendous job of defending this area. Yeah, hats off to them. Come on, you guys. You're doing terrible.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Ooh, you should have a bad feeling about this, because there is a Stu-42 in the area, and there is a Pak-38. That's not where the Pak-38 is. That? There we go. Pak-38 sees the Pak-38. The recon run sees the Pak-38. Those Pak-38s which have wings and fly around. So easily to get confused with them. Ah, well. Ooh, we got to see that the medkits were being used there on LuckySTILET's Volksgrenadiers, which are not too far away from the base of Aimstrong. We're soon about to see, though, that there are some units around here which can doom him. Oh, so slow. You're not going to escape from me. We have the heavy cover too. He should perhaps come round here. That would be safer. We can move up there. You can see he's retreating. This, I hate doing that. I hate selecting a unit. There's something about doing this that makes me want to play the game.
Our forces are taking casualties.
Not like this game. I just mean play the game in general. I know at the moment I'm fairly busy trying to cast all these different sorts of games. We've got another Sherman produced out here, so the armor numbers are ticking up more and more. We should see some Stugs being produced from the Sturm Armory. That would probably be the safest bet for LuckySTILET to produce. I hope so. We want an interesting game here. We don't want a game which is just going to end and be like, aha! I thought it was going to be an exciting game. Well, I confused you into not doing so. But at least right now, with the 2 Shermans that he has on the field, he's able to do damage on either the left or the right. There's not enough anti-tank weaponry. We could perhaps get some stormtroopers out. We could do that. Doesn't seem like we're going to. We just had a recon run fly across here. He sees where the Pak-38 is now, which means his Sherman on the left-hand side doesn't want to be here. So the Sherman on the right, however, knowing that there is no Pak-38 around here, can advance into the Pak-38. Yes, of course, why not? The Pak-38 looking in entirely the incorrect direction. You could have been more incorrect, but it was still fairly incorrect. And I don't know why the Sherman decided to back away here. Although there are 2 Pak-38s. There are 2. We got 2. We also have a Stug 4 now. So we now have a lot of anti-tank on the field to take out these Shermans. These Shermans reduced to the role of killing infantry. More Stugs being produced. The Shermans no longer seem like they're going to be effective. So really, it's going to be down to how these infantry soldiers can clear out these Pak-38s, and then maybe the Shermans can actually deal with some of the Stugs. Oh no! That one round taking out 3 rifleman squads, and it seems like we had some friendly fire there as well. Also, 1 guy died on retreat, but I do believe that that was not the fault of the Stu-42. Do not blame that on him. It wasn't his fault. He's not a killing menace. Okay, he is. He's got 18 kills. Fair enough, that guy. Oh, the gunner. Doing such a good job. We got an AT airdrop. I think this is possibly the best unit you can bring onto the field right now. A Stu can eliminate it. Wow, look at it. That took no damage whatsoever. That was so resilient. Such a boss the airborne AT crew are. But the AT gun there is definitely going to swing this game if he, again, utilizes it correctly. It's not enough just to have the right units on Company of Heroes. You need to be able to use it correctly, man. Yeah. And I feel like both of these players are relatively even matched. Like, no one is in the lead at the moment. Here comes another recon run. We see ourselves a sniper. We even reveal the Pak-38. We kill 1 guy on it. So just 1 more shot. We disable that again. We'll have to pick it up. This is, again, irritating to do because then we have to force a squad to come back, and actually we can just reinforce the half-track. That's there. That's fine. We got the half-track here. Pretty sweet move from LuckySTILET, who has kept it round for long enough. His AT gun firing on the Stug 4. Now, I think we could really benefit. Oh, he takes out the half-track with the AT gun. Well played, Aimstrong. But we could really benefit from a bunker with a repair station at the moment. With so much armor on the field, we don't want to be using our pioneers to do this job. We can add to it, of course, but we would like to have our pioneers out in the field supporting with their flamethrowers or sweeping up mines or placing mines down. Also, you don't want to keep those guys too close to stuff like this, just in case a strafing run decides to come in. I mean, I wouldn't use a strafing run on just these 2 squads here, but if they're around other units, like here, this might be good. The Pak-38 is an epic target. We don't have the munitions to actually do that at the moment. The rifleman trying to come up on a flank, but is protected by the Stu-42. Losing one Sherman in this engagement, 2 Shermans in this engagement. It's all down to the AT gun, and the AT gun has been sniped. Oh my lord. Oh ho. Ho ho. Apply water to burn. LuckySTILET. He's very low on that Stug. He should retreat that one and get that fully repaired up, but now he is charging in. He sees another AT gun. It's just there. He wants to be killed. It's asking for it. It's not protected by anything at all. No units here. This guy is rather surfboarding. Oh, action, action, action. There we go. We like to see the action. I like to see the action. Super high arc miss Stu 42 shot tour. Very appalling. MG42 and the Volk squads are now capturing some of the lost points. Oh, we had some interesting stun grenades. That's what they're called. Stun grenades from the Blitzkrieg doctrine from the Volks. They're really annoying to deal with, man. They throw so many volleys of grenades. You think it's ended, but it hasn't. They throw more, and then they throw even more of them. Rather than manning this AT gun, we're going to convert it into the XP machine and destroy it. There we go. If we can just hit this last shot. I know it's difficult from this distance, especially as you're having to aim the shot off of other stuff to hit it. There we go. It goes. Stupid Stu 42 blocking the shot with 24 kills at the moment. Damn! 18 kills on the sniper. Very well played there from Aimstrong. Keeping his sniper alive, not being overly ambitious with it as well. Well-placed MG42 protecting, well, not well enough, but certainly was trying to protect the victory point. The sniper, you can see, again, he is not overextending. He doesn't know if there's a sniper back here. He took a sniper out. He's took both snipers out. By the looks of things, but he doesn't know if there's another sniper there. I mean, we know that these players are overcautious by the amount of trying to predict where the mines are that they've done. So it makes sense that Aimstrong would actually retreat away with his sniper. Look, all the way back here, he's getting it right behind his infantry soldiers. Now, he hasn't fully reinforced these guys, which is a massive kick in the nads. This engagement presumably isn't going to go too well. He's only got Pioneers, though. Volk squad. The Volk squad definitely could destroy these two guys. Oh, we saw the bars nabbed by the Pioneers. LuckySTILET is like, such a thief. Oh, you dirty, dirty whore. LuckySTILET. And then he comes back. He's like, I'm not even going to use these. I'm just going to sit here and repair my stew. I just didn't want you to have them. Oh, wow. So I can understand why Aimstrong ran out, not fully reinforced. He wanted the bars ASAP. Whew. So, in response to the rather weak riflemen, we decide to bring in a lot of our Stews and Stugs. We've still got our AT guns. We've got Hellcats here now. And I'm not sure. I mean, the cautious play of Aimstrong, what I've seen so far, is he going to be able to pull off some hit-and-run tactics? He isn't going to be able to take these on frontally. Now, this Hellcat is able to... Oh, he's using the ambush ability to try and get the increased penetration chance on the first shot. He's nudging that up. And nudging... There we go. And you can see it penetrates. Look at the damage it did. Just in that one shot. So LuckySTILET is going to try and face this frontally. He's going to try and solve all of his problems by engaging it head-on. Now, honestly, you should try and engage from the side at all times. He's got a rifleman squad around here, so he can somewhat see that this is okay to approach from. If he can do some hit and runs, it's going to take a while for the Pioneers with their BARs. Freaking hell. Oh, wee! Ha ha ha! Some part of the tree there. To repair that out. So just constantly try and shave health off. We've got Nebels out on the field as well now. Two Nebels, actually. 2 whole Nebels. That's not going to be very healthy for Aimstrong's infantry to move up. This could really slow him down. He's still got 3 rifleman squads, so he's lost 1 rifleman squad in the mix-up. His Hellcat, again, trying to engage frontally. pinging off the front armor. Not gonna work. Even if this was a Stu-42, it's gonna be quite heavily armored. Oh, there he goes with the ambush ability again. Increased penetration. Almost dead. Will he charge into this though? I would still not recommend it, but he does it. He gets away with it. Playing it. Ooh. You see that? Borderline. He was pushing it. But he comes away alive from that. Both Hellcats, though, urgently need repairs. In dire need repairs. And we need them fast because the amount of Stugs on the field, the amount of Stews on the field, even the Nebels could even kill them. Oh, I want to see a Nebel take out a Hellcat. Rifleman in the middle, being impaled by the Lord of the Missiles, the Ballistas of the Sky.
Enemy unit
Zeus
down.
himself would be impressed by the amount of scattered shots. Whew. Whew. Yeah, I need to take a breather, guys. Again, another recon run coming over top. We got some bars dropped by here. Maybe some Pioneers will pick them up because we need to see a Pioneer squad dual-wielding some bars. That'll be kick-ass. Never gonna happen, though. I wonder if anyone actually in the war did that. I just went completely nuts Rambo. Oh.
Hellcat reporting.
Is that another Hellcat I hear? Is this the third Hellcat? It's the third Hellcat, guys. We are about to see a shitstorm of armor battles coming on. And I, for one, am anticipating that it's not going to bode well for these Hellcats with their light armor against Stews unless Aimstrong approaches from the side or rear. So, again, we're moving in from the front. Beautiful Pak-38 positioning, shooting through these buildings. Very long-range shot. The cloak ability gives it increased accuracy on that first shot, so he is able to hit it. And look at the amount of damage it does just from that first shot. The Nebels telling the sniper that it's not okay for him to be on the battlefield, to be supporting his fellow rifleman. The rifleman getting inside. Oh, they get a nice rear shot onto the Pak-38, and look what is going to come into response. The Stu-42, excellent it is against buildings. Blitzkrieg is up. All the units, increased speed, charging in. I think they want to eliminate the armor threat and get ahead. In that sense, we lose one of the Stugs. That's okay, though. We've still got all of these guys.
Taking casualties.
We do not lose that rifleman squad inside that building. They do get out and retreat. That's great. And now we are seeing Aimstrong coming into the offensive. Malum asking how it is. We've not seen Malum's game just yet. Malum, don't spoil the game. How are you, Malum? Nice to see you. We will get to your game. I think that's the next matchup. And whoever wins that game between Malum and... oh, I forgot his name now. Whoever it is will actually face the winner of either Aimstrong or LuckySTILET. One of them two. We saw, again, another unit being entirely crushed. And the Hellcat charging around here gets an excellent side shot onto the Stug. But a frontal shot is a no penetration. No. Ah, come on, turn that turret. Oh, he swings and misses. Firing at entirely the wrong target as well. Now, this looks really good from LuckySTILET. He's getting in even closer, forcing Aimstrong into his base, gaining control of that territory behind him as well. He's not forgetting that at all. Now, I know Lolly in one of his games, he kind of forgot about the territory behind him. So even though he was fighting on the enemy side of the map, he didn't have the territory. And you can see the Stu-42 will actually hurt the Hellcat if it's a direct hit. These Hellcats are not really classed as medium armor. They're very, very light. Puny humans, not immortal King Tigers at all. The Stu-42, I don't know why it's firing over here. It does make that soldier do a forward flip. Nebels, then we got full. Oh, we got 3 Nebels now. Firing inside of the base. What is their target? They're going for the Hellcat. I don't think... Oh, it's a miss. It's a miss. A Hellcat is okay. Good. We need these Hellcats to stay alive, and we need engineers to go repair them. Also, we need water from my throat. Bisto. Now maybe a mortar wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up here with the airdrop supply drops. We've got a good building here to hide it behind. I just missed that guy doing an epic cartwheel. No, we had another Stug blastoisted by an anti-tank gun that was airdropped in, I believe. Yes, we have the airborne guys on that AT gun. That's good. We could perhaps see an airborne squad with a recoilless rifle. They could charge in and finish off some of these units a lot easier than the tanks, because the Stugs aren't going to kill our airborne efficiently, not as efficiently as they're going to kill Hellcats. The Stew, how many Stews do we have? We had 2 at one point. We've only got 1 on the field, I believe now. So that's not going to be too harsh on the airborne.
Losing ground
again, depending on where we approach from as well. So I can see airborne being fairly effective on this, and you can always drop them in behind enemy lines and finish off one of these Nebels as well with a satchel charge. We are low on munitions to do that, however, so that can evidently cause problems. We got a bar about to be picked up by a rifleman squad, +2. Oh, he gets instantly deselected as soon as he goes inside that building. Damn him. But because he's got 3 bars now, he's going to go up to +3, even though that is just a...
Riflemen, form up!
That... it's not a real number, it's not a static number, which actually has a huge effect, so to say, on what is actually going on with the weapon. It's just an estimation, like, it's kind of like a 6 effectiveness. It's more effective than something with 5, not as effective as something with 7. So, bear that in mind if you're playing the game. Go by what you feel some of the times. Also, do check out game replays. You can get a lot of tips and tricks from professional players there. We've got an airborne squad dropped in on Nebelwerfer fire. Not the greatest place to drop in. That's got to be a scary experience as you drop in and you parachute. Death everywhere! Yeah, I can see it being pretty scary. A Hellcat dots around the left-hand side, trying to finish off this very, very low health Stug.
We have territory cut off from supply.
Not gonna happen. We need to retreat this Hellcat as far back as possible at the moment, because, again, we need to keep the Hellcats alive. They're kind of keeping us in the game at the moment. Do we have recoilless rifles being upgraded on the airborne? Nay, we do not. We do have them. Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, Inuki calls it. Kapow! I love it when that happens. Recoilless rifles should make a huge difference, although there are kind of a lot of tanks on the field now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bugger. Well, we have a buggery amount of tanks, we have a buggery amount of Nebels, and unfortunately, for Aimstrong, we don't have a lot of units. 38 minutes into the game, we're just gonna have to see if the airborne can do this. These guys are gonna be the saviors, the heroes, the legendary guys which bards sing song about in time traveling bards in Skyrim, of course. They're like, oh hey, that guy with the recoilless rifle who took out 6 Stug-based tanks. Why not? Also, these guys can reinforce from the skies.
Allies are down to 100.
They may be suppressed by the amount of machine guns on top of these Stugs, because we do have vet free on those, upgraded from the Conclave Center. They get behind the MG42. These guys, not good against infantry though. Really freaking terrible. They will lose against Volksgrenadiers, man. It's pitiful the amount of damage they go against infantry. They'll have to find some bars if they want to do that. Especially when you pick up the recoilless rifles as well, because that's 2 less guys to have proper weapons against infantry. So, good old-fashioned retreat there from Aimstrong, getting out of the Nebel fire, which is just going to litter the battlefield. We have an officer down here too from LuckySTILET. An interesting decision. He's doing some fancy side steps. This guy has a few abilities to his belt as well. He can overwatch, which produces vehicles and units faster from the building he is overwatching from. He has that, which is essentially propaganda war, but it only works against 1 unit. I don't know what he does. He just like looks at them evilly, like gives them a not the Popeye stare. Yeah, see? And his other ability is to call down... Oops, sorry, smashing my microphone with a hand because it's so close to my face. The 150 munitions barrage, where he calls down smoke and it kind of works like a howitzer strike. Cunning tip, though. Feels a bit like an exploit. You heard it from me. You can cancel the ability early. Maybe they fixed this, I don't know. You can cancel the ability of the howitzer strike on the officer, and you get fake smoke, and you get your munitions back. It's incredible. Although, feels very, very cheap. Probably might get you banned. I don't know. So in any case, we got another bar drop down here, and a almost dead Hellcat. That seems to be the reoccurring theme of this game for Aimstrong, is his Hellcats are almost entirely dead, entire of the time. His airborne squad trying to capture this victory point. He's down to 25 points, 23 points. The building collapses. The stew bounces up and down on top of it, jibbing one of the guys. It's a good job the airborne are a bit more resilient though. You can see it seems to have only killed 2 guys that time. Only 2 guys. Hellcat charges around here, trying to avoid that Pak-38, and it does so with almost 100% efficiency. Damn it though, the accuracy of that Pak-38. Damn it all, I say. 12 points left. Aimstrong. Aimstrong. He's going to go for this right-hand side victory point. Oh, he could do it. He could do it. 10 victory points. He's capping right behind this stew. We got the airborne here, trying to take out the stew or the stug, whichever one comes first. There's too many of them. Oh, so many stews. We are not getting away with this. That victory point has been neutralized. Okay. The game is still on, guys. The victory point has been neutralized. No one is ticking at all because we are equalized. We've got a Sherman here. The Sherman is going to save the day. That is not going to take too much damage from the Stu-42s, but it will do from the Pak-38s. It will do from the Stugs as well. The Stug is coming up from behind. It looks like they're going to try and block its retreat path, even getting in some rear shots. Stews, Stugs. It's all too much for Aimstrong. He's given up. Okay, guys. Congratulations on your first win, LuckySTILET. You need to win one more, however. Aimstrong, better luck in the next round. I'll see you guys for that game. I'm Inuki. Freaking love you guys.
Drop is asking for coordinates.
You want more video? Over there at the top of the screen are relevant videos, and some other videos below them. You can subscribe by clicking the subscribe button too. If you got this far, maybe you should press like. No one sticks around for this long. Your loyalty shall go unrewarded.